Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today is part 3 in this current mini-series, How to Build Your Authentic Brand World. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I do make videos on branding, marketing and visuals for independent music artists on a regular basis. I am trying to upload weekly, so please like and subscribe if that is useful to you. Okay, let's dive right in. Okay, so I would recommend you watch part 1 and 2 before this, as it is a mini-series and the order is helpful, I think, to you. So make sure you do these things in the right order. Okay, so we left part 2 talking about boundaries, and I said about personal boundaries, and I think that is by far the most important one to you at this current time. I'm just going to run through the others. So obviously moral boundaries, this probably links to your personal ones as well. But obviously, if you're, say someone offered you a gig and they have really contrasting morals to you, then you have these boundaries in place to make sure that you don't take on anything that contradicts that. It links to your values. I'll put this video up here, whatever side, how to brand yourself. That's the brand foundations. If this is all too much for you at the moment, then start off with that video. This is like more in depth and a more in-depth version of that. So I talk about your values. These moral boundaries come from your values. Obviously you want to work with people that are on the same page as you, and at one point there's going to be a boundary in place, like no, what this person likes does not go with us, it doesn't go with our brand image and what we care about, so no. So yeah, personal boundaries, moral boundaries. Then payment and terms and conditions. This is when you start doing paid gigs or get any kind of payment from anyone for doing anything. Have some boundaries in place. Are you going to take payment up front? Are you going to take a deposit? Are you going to have a minimum fee? Things like that. Just chat, especially if you're a band, get on the same page with all this stuff. And the terms and conditions is just a way to lay out like an agreement. If you're going to do paid work, there should be some kind of written agreement in place. So terms and conditions just allows you to lay out your things. Okay, so visuals. I've split this into 2D and 3D. So 2D I would always do first. I think it has to be in place first. This is your visual brand. So logo, colors, fonts are the initial things I would say to do. From your logo, you then get icon versions of your logo. These are great for like using as a watermark, or just if you need some alternative logos, and also a little favicon. If you are using a website, also a website obviously comes under this as well. If you're using Squarespace or Wix or something for your website, just being able to change the favicon, which is the little, I'll put an image in, on the tab, it just looks so much more professional. It's such a tiny thing, but if you have the Wix standard favicon, it's a bit blur. So it just ups the level of professionalism. Sometimes when I do a logo set, it will be the main logo with different colorways. It will be icon versions of the logo and a favicon. That's like a logo set. Not everyone wants the full set. It's fine. I'm just laying out everything that is possible. And then color and font palettes just allow your graphics to be consistent. So in terms of your website, or if you do promo graphics or a poster or something, use the same hex codes for your colors, the same fonts, and that ensures visual brand consistency across the board. And again, it makes you look professional, and it ensures that you're easy to recognize and you become familiar to people. Yeah. Then you can go deeper into like the aesthetic guide, which I would include consistent visual elements, which I have spoken about before, which are basically visual elements that you are consistent with. And these could be in the form of anything: colors, fashion style, lighting, photography angle. There's like so many categories that your consistent visual elements can fall into. You might just pick one, and it would be a strong color scheme. Like the White Stripes have red, black, white, and they use that consistently all the time, 100%. It doesn't have to be that. There are like a million different ways you can do this, and that's why I say it's important to do the research, because it's got to be unique to you and true to you. And there's just so many options. So you'll probably find that maybe you like using one color and one color comes up, or maybe you like editing your photos in a certain way and using a filter, and then you just basically add little elements as you go along. So the aesthetic guide basically captures those consistent visual elements and gives you an overall picture of what they will look like. And then you can make notes as well. This is what I do. I usually do a visual guide and then make notes about the consistent visual elements as well. And then we've got imagery guide. So this is more to do with the photography. So photography, style, settings, editing style, filters, anything there that you can be consistent with. Maybe you use a lot of negative space and you're always small, or the camera angle comes up from here a lot of the time. Just anything to do with imagery, photography, editing, that kind of stuff. And then website, obviously we've spoken about that. You know what a website is. Get one, make one on Squarespace, Wix or Weebly, super affordable. I would change the domain name so you don't have Wix, and I would change the favicon. Just those little things make you look super professional. So if you are going for something really, boom, we want to do this properly, then do those things. Then we've got 3D visuals. So I think the ones, again, I have made this kind of applicable to businesses as well. So I think the ones super applicable to you guys as musicians are art direction and staging. So art direction for your photo shoots and videos, and staging, your stage design. So again, look at your 2D visuals, look at your consistent visual elements, look at everything you've done so far, and how can you make an interesting experience on stage, and how can you really take all that one step further with the art direction for your photo shoots and video shoots. Don't just have a band photo shoot where you're like, oh, we'll stand in front of a wall or stand in front of graffiti. That has been done a gazillion times. Just put some research in. I'll link a video up here for specifically for photo shoots. But yeah, 3D visuals, art direction, staging, you can build further into 3D with those. Okay, this might be a long video, oh well. So lastly, marketing. I only touch loosely on marketing. I don't delve in because the branding and the visuals is my specialist thing, but I do some marketing, and I do a lot of social media marketing specifically. So I've just outlined here some of the ways that you can market. So if you have a song coming out and you're going to put together like a 4-week or 6-week campaign, you can basically list week 1, what we're going to do. Week 2, what we're going to do. I would recommend, if you're going all out and you want to do this yourself, big and proper, to do a campaign specifically for social media, and then a campaign for marketing overall as well. So these things are things you can consider when doing your marketing campaign. Brand partnerships, I'll link a video up here. I've just talked more about that. It won't be for everyone at every stage, but it's an idea. Blogging is great for your website for SEO purposes. Figure out your keywords, which will be to do with your genre, your location, what you're about, and blog. It's an option. Obviously paid ads, I'll link another video up here if I can. Make sure all this stuff is in place before you do paid ads in order to get the most out of it. Paid ads is like when you've got some traction going, you've got some good organic reach, and then you push it further with paid ads. Obviously social media we've spoken about, you know that. I can't go into that on this video because it would be insane. Press and PR, again, I would wait till you've got some good organic traction. You need to put in that research, you need to put in the organic social media yourself, get the content going that you love creating, get into the habit of it, see the steady growth, and then push out to press, PR, paid ads. SEO, probably not the most important for you, but you can use your specific keywords genre in the tags, like the meta tags, and again, blogging helps SEO. Events, obviously gigs, great marketing. You're going to do them anyway. You could also go to events, get networking, get collaborating with local artists. I'm going to do a whole video on networking actually, because I think that is so crucial for finding new friends, connections, as well as growing your audience. But events and networking, yeah, put it into your marketing, Go to other local gigs and support other local musicians. Go to conferences if that's your thing. Yeah. Events. And then email newsletters. So it's all well and good having a following on social media, but you want to get these people's email addresses so you can contact them without social media. If all social media disappeared, it probably won't. If it did, you still want to have contact to your fan base. So start building a newsletter mail out thing through your website as well. And these will be the superfans as well. The superfans will subscribe to your newsletter, and it just means you can reach them with exclusive giveaways and discounts and news. They can hear about news before everyone else, that kind of thing. Whew. Okay, so that is just a brief explanation of this graphic that you can work from when doing your brand foundation and your marketing campaign. I am going to delve maybe a little bit deeper into campaigns. But yeah, if there's anything else you want me to do a more in-depth video on, or you have any questions, then just let me know in the comments. I love getting video ideas, so chuck them at me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye!